What's going on, guys? Zennosh here, and today in Aeroflight, let's see what sort of avatars are displayed in the avatar shop, and let's discuss if they are really worth purchasing, or maybe it's really of your type or not. But obviously I would really not know that. However, I will really try to give you guys my own opinion about these sort of like avatars that we can actually purchase from the shop. Okay, so let's get this started, guys. Obviously, with the recent update, there are two new avatars on the shop. That is of the Arya and the Lucian, Ice Queen, and the Aurora of Despair, which are pretty good, guys. So let's get into the avatars. So this is how it really looks like. I mean, like, it really looks gorgeous, guys. I mean, like, with that mask and everything going on, I mean, like, wow, that's good. With every sort of like elemental stuff, you know, she looks pretty amazing and dashing. Okay, so let's see like what sort of dress really fits her well. Well, dark dress is pretty good. Light dress is pretty good. And I think the water is pretty good as well. Whereas for the fire and the forest, I'm not pretty sure like if she really looks good or what. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what would be your main, you know, like waifu or the avatar that you really want to go with. The next thing with the avatar is that like they really do provide with a very different sort of like multi-hit combo skill that can actually be pretty much a very good animation for you. Okay, so it might not actually be just the avatar, but the way they execute the combo skill or the number of hits that they really do provide could actually mean a lot of difference, guys. So let's get this let's get this on. Okay, so we have the another one, guys. Ice Queen, a Lucian, guys. Just look at her, she looks pretty amazing. Okay, with the buns, but you know, like I was actually hoping, I mean, like I was just actually expecting that she would really look really amazing. But when we actually look at her from the front, she really doesn't look that amazing from the front. But when we are talking, I'm like looking at her from the sideway views, I think, and like she's pretty viable unit. Okay, I mean, like her wings are pretty made of like crystals or maybe ice. That's pretty good. And her shoes are like Cinderella shoes, maybe. Like, is it really matching? So it's really up to you guys to see like if it's really good. So water, yes, this color really befits her. Whereas that of the forest, okay, pretty much okay. Light, all right. I mean, like, you know, like it seems like that color is a little bit fading or something like that. And the next thing is the dark. Okay, dark really do make a little bit of sense. I mean, like, it actually gives a little bit depth to her appearance. But have you been lucky to get a dark Lucian in the first place? Okay, so those are the things that you need to keep in mind. Well, a Halil, you know, like it's just like it's just the same original a Halil. The only thing that is hovering right out there is a fairy, which is a little bit different. Nothing special, just a lazy avatar indeed. It has a 4-hit multi-hit skill, so I think that's a pretty much bonus out there. Another one is fairy Sphinx L. Okay, and there's a fairy out there. I mean, like that's all there is to it. Pretty much, you know, like a lazy avatar, and I think 249 pesos that would be. Okay, Filipino pesos. Oh my god, would that be really worth it? I don't think so. I mean, like just a fairy right over there hovering on his head, and that's all there is going to make the difference. Now this Lucian, guys, corrupted Lucian. Now this is pretty good. Whereas in sort of like, you know, artworks, like half of her face is like literally like, you know, the original Lucian. Okay, I mean, like it would have been better if it could have been shown like that way, meaning like, you know, like a little bit like a bleach effect. I mean, like half is masked, and you know, like there's some part of the face that is exposed. Like she still has a little bit of remnant of being a original, you know, like angel, whereas like about 98 to 99% of her whole body has been turned into corrupted. That actually gives a lot of, you know, how to say, vibes and depths. So it's pretty good. I mean, like. Even when we are talking about this kind of things, but you know, having a little bit of like monochromatic effect, you know, like I think it's kind of a little bit degrading, but the artwork is pretty good. I mean, like the design is pretty good, but the color, I mean, like they really need to put a little bit of more depth into it. Okay, the next one would be our Isabel. Well, he's pretty much the same Isabel, only the, you know, the fairy is there, so it's pretty much a lazy artwork. Okay, I think the same goes with the Archangel as well. So the fairy is right out there, and that's all there is to it. Okay, I really don't know why they are actually putting the fairy out there. I maybe like it's just that like they really want to bring some like a change on their combo skill maybe, because like originally Archangel does about like 4 hit multi-hit skill, whereas in this one he only does like 1 multi-hit. So maybe just to give a little bit of depth, or let's say a variant on the combo skill, they just introduce just a fairy and a different avatar. That's all there is to it, guys. Nothing something special. Okay, and same goes with the Vanessa, or let's say Valkyria. And now we have the Halloween special of our Mildred, which is pretty good. I mean, like, she looks cute. She looks cute, isn't she? The water, wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good color. Green, I really don't think that suits. Okay, now this is a good chemistry. A pumpkin color indeed. And the dark, oh well, is that dark? I mean, like, can we see any sort of like dark difference out there? I don't think like there's any like, like how to say this, dark color right out there. So, man, I mean, like, the ribbon, I really don't know. I really don't know how that became dark. And now we have the Lucretia. Okay, she's pretty good with this costume, and her combo skill really is pretty good as well. I think a letter smash actually pops out, I think, or whenever she is using her ultimate skill. So that's pretty great. That's pretty good. I'm like something really good happening with her with the combo skills nowadays, and she just really looks too good, guys. And just look at her. I mean, what's the name of that villain woman? Oh my god, Jesus, I forgot her name. Oh my god, the girlfriend of Joker. Ah man, I forgot her. I forgot her name. Damn it. Okay, so I will remember that later on. Well, pretty good. Lucretia Living Dead, pretty good, guys. I mean, like, she's zombified, and now Succubus Halil. I mean, like, this avatar was actually free. Oh my goodness, guys. I mean, like, I was out in the province, so I was not really able to like complete a very tight scheduled event, and then like I was not able to get this pretty amazing avatar, guys. I am so saddened about this one, and she has like about 6 multi-hit skill. Wow, that's pretty amazing. And I wish I could have it, but damn oh damn, and like I just screwed it up. Okay, so the next one is our Anko. Okay, pretty good. He just looks like a Grim Reaper with some like angelic wings. That's all there is to it. There's not much of difference with the colors. Very minor detail indeed. So pretty good. Not really that special though. And now this one, guys. Perfect Deity Ignace. Okay, the only difference between like her and her main original avatar is right now like she really looks enraged. Okay, it feels like as if like she is in berserker mode. Like her like like this whole body is like in fire. That's all there is to it, guys. That's all there is to it. So pretty good. One of the really good wife indeed. And now bikini crested. Okay, I mean like, oh man, come on. I mean like, in the poster, okay, where of the update, I think she had like big these assets, guys, whereas in this area she doesn't seem to have big asset indeed. That just gave us a wrong idea, a wrong impression, guys. Just look at that. I mean like, I would really love to see good assets. I mean like, those 2 big assets right out there. So well, all the costumes are pretty good. Obviously it's a bikini costume. I mean like 2-piece stuff. Okay, so now let's move on to this one. I really feel so sad for her. I mean like, she is nearly flat, guys. I mean like, she is nearly flat. I mean like, you guys know what I am actually referring to, guys. So well, that rainbow actually does make a really good how to say this, aura, or I mean like, I don't know what, shield hood or something like that, but that is pretty good. Okay, like swim costume. I mean like that's she just looks like a child, guys. She just looks like. Okay, now we have some assets right out there, guys. Now look at that, and look at the weapon, guys. It's actually a very nice artwork. I really have to give a really good commending for the developers, and yes, I think because of this one, so many people might have actually really made her their waifu material. Okay, I mean like, she really looks pretty good. Okay, all the dress really do suit up and match up. I mean like, the dark dress always do suit up. I mean like, maybe it's my own personal taste. And this one, guys, bikini A Sphinx. Okay, this is the dress what actually made A Sphinx a little bit very better pick than compared to other heroes when it comes to the looks and appearance, because honestly, guys, her original look really do suck. I mean like, I really don't know why, but it's in the middle, it's stuck. Okay, the thing is that, like, you know, when it came out in the poster, or let's say the main original artwork in the 2D style, I mean, like, you know, her dress was a little bit soaked up, which was just too good. But I think, you know, right over here, it just looks so plain, and, you know, like, without any, like, you know, that water effect or something like that. It just loosens up a lot of, like, that sexy points. Okay, so pretty much, you know, like, how to say, a blend indeed. But still, she has got a little bit better look. But damn, just look at this one, guys. When it's colorful right out here in the 2D figure, or, you know, this picture, she's just got some, like, wet look. But when we are actually looking into the, you know, the you know, like, the avatar itself, what's really happening is that, like, you know, the dress just looks too plain. I'm like, you know, the detail seems to have diminished. Okay, so my Blavatsky, guys, I mean, like, she is my favorite unit. She's the best unit out there for me, and her avatars are pretty amazing, guys. I mean, like, just look at that. Water, pretty good. Forest, pretty good, guys. Fire, pretty okay. Light, okay. I mean, like, you know, the detail are pretty much vanishing when it's light. I'm like, you know, like, it's sort of like blending with the skin as well, maybe like that. The dark, okay, now this is good. Okay, I just love dark, and just look the way how her swords are pretty much decorated with the rose and stuff like that. I don't know how it's really hurt. I mean, like, she's really meant to be a thorn queen, but damn, oh damn, just look at that. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that set. That's amazing, guys. And she only has, like, one multi-hit, so that is a pretty much a little bit contradicting factor, because, like, if you want to have a Blavatsky on your team, and, like, you want to use her, you would really want to have her combo skill to have a lot of multi-hits, because, like, every hit she makes, she will dispel one buff every hit. Okay, so if I think instead of just one multi-hit, if it would have been like 8 multi-hit, I would have really recommended you guys to take this avatar right off the bat, guys. But this just one multi-hit, damn it. I mean, like, that just makes it a little bit less important, okay? And it's one multi-hit, I think that will just equal to, like, one buff dispelled. So that is, like, I'm like, you are actually losing a lot in this bargain, okay? Even though her avatar is pretty good, but, oh man, I don't know what to say. This is now multi-hit skill. Okay, that's pretty amazing. Okay, that's pretty good, especially if you are really trying to defeat those kind of opponents who cannot be killed in just one shot, like, let's say, fire hit. In that case, that could actually be good. In this case, guys, Ram has a hammer that is like a ram head of the ship. Okay, I'm like, a ship is literally stuck on a stick, and she's holding that stick, and she is gonna ram with that, you know, like, ram. Okay, so maybe she might actually be called Ram instead of Ram. Okay, so there could be some, you know, like, how to say this linkage right out there. Okay, maybe we should call her like Ram instead of Ram. And now let's move on to the hit. Okay, so let's see. He has a 2-hit multi-hit skill. Okay, I mean, like, he's actually sort of like a support type. I mean, like, his fire version is the best one, a very good tank indeed. And let's move on to the next one. Okay, I mean, like, there's just a little bit difference with the you know, like, with the color. Okay, not much of difference. Just his, you know, like, this shorts actually makes a change in color. Not really that much of a big difference, guys. I mean, like, it just looks that good. That's pretty much okay. So we have a gray shadow Spiegel. Okay, the fire Spiegel is the one who actually really makes a lot of big debut, whereas for, like, other elements of the Spiegel just really doesn't make much sense. Okay, I mean, like, he's a really good support unit as a fire unit, but water, fire, forest, I mean, like, they really do lack recognition. But damn, oh damn, just look at this artwork. He just looks too good, guys. That's a really long blade with some kind of, like, you know, how to say this. Oh my god, that's a lot of hooks out there. I mean, like, he's really meant, I mean, like, he really do mean business, guys. I mean, like, if you really do mess up with him, he can actually really hurt you really bad. Wow, that's pretty good. Wow, just look at this artwork, guys. That's pretty good. Now, this is the forest. This would be the light, and this would be the dark. Okay, so the dark is pretty good. Dark and the fire are pretty good, I think, for me. Okay, and it's a one multi-hit skill, because I think for the original Spiegel, it's like a 4-hit multi-hit, I guess. The next one is Simon. So this is the avatar that actually led us to realize that Simon is actually a she rather than a he. Okay, just look at these boobs, guys. I mean, like, oh my god, did I say something wrong? Holy crap! Oh man, just look at that. That's so good. That's really good. Okay, so she has some really good sandals right out there, and she has a little bit of like samurai type of vibe out there. Samurai or a ninja? What would you say? Okay, I'm like maybe samurai. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. She is like really, really. She looks really, really awesome, guys. I mean, like wow, just with that one lantern out there, that's pretty good. Simon is really one of the top class in like tank out there. Fire Simon especially. Okay, pretty good unit indeed. Okay, I really do love Simon. Okay, next one is the Lenore. Okay, you know, like an innocent girl Lenore who is really out there to, you know, like how to say, like to be an exorcist or something like that. I think that's what she is actually intending to be. This is pretty good. This is pretty good avatar, guys. I mean, like normally she has like 3-hit or 4-hit multi-hit skill, all right. But I think with this avatar, she only is limited to just one multi-hit. Okay, so it depends, guys. It might actually be a very unfair trade because like she's also really known for her multi-hit skills. If she's actually going to fight against Lucretia, maybe at that point you will be needing this avatar. Okay. The next one is the Botton the Wren. Okay, just look at that. Look at that machine. It's like a jackhammer. Okay, I mean, like it's like a jackhammer on steroids. Wow, and she has a playboy look. Holy crap! Just look at that. Damn, oh damn. Oh my god. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good artwork and pretty good. You know, like how's the thinking out there? Light, and this would be the dark. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. Wow, just look at that. Oh wow, she could actually move that thing. Holy crap. Okay, now next one is, guys, wow, this is Anko. Okay, so this is the ruler of darkness, Anko, and he has sort of like, how to say this, 4-hit multi-hit skill, which I think would be a really great thing, guys, because like Fire Anko, I think he would really benefit from this 4-hit multi-hit skill, especially when he is a defense ignore DPS 7, and that's pretty good, guys. I mean, like, even his combo skill is pretty good. I mean, if only there could be an option where we could see their skills and their combo skills being triggered. That would have been really great, guys. I mean, like for this game right now, we are only limited to seeing their avatars, and that's all there is to it. We cannot preview their skills or the way how they execute their skills, because the combo skill actually being executed by this ruler of darkness is pretty amazing, guys. He can actually deal instant damage as well, so I'm pretty impressed. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. It just looks like Griffith, okay, from the Berserker. Damn, oh damn. Next one is Sinistra. Okay, now see, this just looks like a playful child right out there. No titties. Holy crap. Okay, so right out there, guys. I mean, like the color really doesn't seem to make much of difference with their appearance. I just like that dark color all the time. I don't know if that is she gets into like 3-hit multi-hit skill. The next one is Lady I Mira. Okay, so if we have Lady I Mira, what are we gonna see is like that. A woman of like 1980s or something like that. Damn, look at that dress. Holy, okay. So this is how she looks like, and her weapon starts to become this thing, guys, this umbrella. Okay, so with that umbrella, she's gonna poke out the enemies to death. That's what's really gonna happen. Like, she's really literally going to poke out the enemy to death, and maybe in her combo skill, she's actually gonna pierce this lamp with her umbrella. I don't know how it would really look like, but that would actually look really weird. Okay, I was pretty lucky to get the Dark Lady I Mira, and I'm pretty happy with that, guys. She's pretty good. She's pretty good. She's pretty amazing. Really amazing healer as a Dark I Mira. And then next one is the Heath. Okay, Dark Knight Heath. Okay, now this is the time when the Heath is really taking it literal on arming himself up, and it just looks like Guts from the Berserker when he is in the armor mode. Okay, it just looks like that. I mean, like, wow. If you are a fan of Berserker, I think you would really love this game, guys, because you are actually going to enjoy those kind of outfits that you would really want to have on your servant. That would just really look like Berserker. Okay, the Guts. Okay, wow, just look at that. Damn, the color doesn't seem to make any justice to him, because like every color that I change really just make a very minor detail change. Okay, so oh, there you go, guys. The next one is Zita, Jack-O-Lantern. I think this is the sort of like Jitta that you will get from like event. If you just complete sort of like some event when it comes to the Halloween moment, you would actually get this avatar for free, I guess. But wow, that's look at that, damn, that's a lot of money out there, and it's a 4-hit multi skill. Okay, okay, that can actually be considered, but you know, like the artwork is pretty much lame. It just looks too, you know, like how to say this, lazy artwork, I guess, and that kind of price is pretty much high. Next thing is for our Charlotte. Okay, I think I got her from the event stuff, and I don't know why they are really putting that, you know, that wolf. Maybe a Little Red Riding Hood. Maybe, you know, like they are actually being, you know, how to say this, influenced by that kind of thing. But it just looks too weird, guys. Just look at those elements. Okay, I mean, like the color just do not do any justice. Oh, maybe the dark actually do suit up on her. The next one is the Jack-o'-lantern Gretel. Okay, Gretel was actually one of the really good 3-star tier unit. Like just like 1 year ago or 2 years ago, I'm like every people would actually look forward to get her because like she's an ignore defense DPS 7th, and at the beginning of the game like she was really popular, guys, because you could really get her really fast, you could build her up really fast, and she could actually give you a really good descent damage output right away, and like she could actually be used in the you know, like PvP arena, and she could actually deal a lot of damage at the time. But now, oh man, she just you know, like how to say, fell off the grace. And now we have the Carmilla White Leopard. Okay, so that's good. I'm like, she is actually a poacher, I guess, and like she is actually, you know, wearing that thing. Maybe she killed a leopard. And look at that weapon, guys. It looks like she just fused all the blades together to make that one scythe. Okay, so okay, I mean, like the change in color really makes her no justice, because like not really that much of big change. The dark obviously really always looks good on everyone. Now we have the Dark Warrior Charlotte. If we have the Dark Warrior Charlotte, her you know, like hit, it starts to become like combo skill, it starts to become like 4-hit multi skill, which is pretty amazing, guys. I'm like, because originally like she only has like 1 multi hit, but now with this Dark Warrior Charlotte, she will be able to have like 4-hit multi-hit skill. Okay, which can actually be really good against the opponents that limit their damage to the 30% of their max HP, guys. Okay, in that case of scenario, yes, this would actually be worth the purchase. Next one is Leto, Nightmare Leto. Okay, I mean, like I really don't think that like there's much difference out there. All that they are done is that like she is just, you know, like her hood is changed, and she just looks too good without any, you know, assets. Oh my god, she doesn't have any asset at all. I mean, like, is she a baby or something? Holy crap. Next thing is our Witch Apprentice Gretel. I think people had the chance to get this avatar from a certain event, so I really think that like it's that one. I mean, like it's no use to buy this avatar, but maybe if you are actually looking forward for a collection, maybe, I mean, like, you know, she will actually make a little bit of difference. Okay, next is the Jitta. Now this is the Jitta that people were really seeking after for a very long time previously in Heir of Light. Nowadays, like this Zita, it's really hard to see him even in the PvP battles, guys. This is the avatar that actually revolutionized the multi-hit combo skill, guys. Because like before, 1-hit multi-hit combo skill was enough, but with 5-hit and, you know, like other similar servants being introduced in the game, the 4-hit multi-hit skill start to become, you know, like very popular. And then like on that time, this avatar actually made a very big impact on the PvP battles, because he could do the 4-hit multi-hit skill, guys. That was just bonkers. And most of the well players, they really do, you know, like settle for this 4-hit multi-hit avatar of our Jitta. That is Shadow of the Waning Moon. The next one is Belladonna's Experiment 24601. Okay, so she looks like she's sort of like a cyborg or something like that. Just look at that. I mean, like she looks pretty good. She's a 4-star net DPS 7th, and maybe support as well. This is the DPS 7, the fires, the support, and this is the DPS 7 again, the first one. I mean, like you could actually really see no difference among the elements. You just can see, you know, like some of like changes with the hair, What are the other things? Nothing that changing. Maybe a little bit changing the appearance of the aura. That's all there is to it, guys. And like her one eye is burning. Let's see the color of the eye just looks the same. Griselda. Okay, Dark Sorceress Griselda. Wow, I mean like Griselda is that type of like servant who never gained any fame, and I don't know like why Airflight really like put like a little bit of effort into this 3-star net unit to give her a little bit of like extra look. I just have no idea about that one. Anyways, Herald of Dawn, Heir. Now Cyril looks like an angel, guys. I'm like Cyril looks like someone who would be next to a high command. Okay, I mean like wow, just look at that, guys. Halil. I mean like there was this one subscriber who said like Halil is actually the name of the Lucifer himself. Halil, okay, something like that. Man, okay, so those are the things. So next thing is our Griselda. Okay, she just looks like a knight in the armor. That's all there is to it. I don't know why what's going with that mask. Like she just looks like a blinded like servant who don't really need to see. Maybe she's like a blind faith, or let's say she is deaf. Okay, her eye subs are no purpose or something like that, and she's really trying to find her prey with her antenna, I guess, or whatever that is. Holy crap. Okay, so Raven Knight Griselda. Okay, not much there is there to it with her. She's the first net here servant unit. Okay, I think the Fire Griselda is the best, being a very good healer. We also have like revive, guys. Okay, so I think she's the only first net servant who has a revive skill. The next one is Father Hopkins, Puppeteer Hopkins. Okay, I really don't know why this game actually put a lot of bullshit into this amazing, not so amazing unit known as Father Hopkins. He's really not that good, guys. I mean, like, I am really still looking forward for that day when the developers would actually start to take him seriously and give him a lot of like skill modifier boost on his combo skill. That would be pretty amazing, guys, because like his artwork is just too good, and the way like we will be using her because of his skills, and like it really doesn't match, guys. It really doesn't match at all. The next wing is the White Messenger Seghead. He used to be a master before. I mean, like, he was a master before, but he's a fallen master now. He's just a servant right now. Seghead really only have like water elements, so he doesn't have other elements out there. So that's all there is to it with the Seghead. And yes, his artwork is pretty good, guys. Just look at that artwork. Oh my god, that just actually is pretty good. The next one is Queen of Samhain, Lucian. Now this one is pretty good. I mean, like, wow. If you are looking at, I mean, like, if we are talking about like old well players of the Airflight, they would all have this avatar for Lucian, guys. I mean, like, Lucian used to be a terror before, because like there used to be like no limit to the speed stats, and she was a terror at that time. And the way she looks like this, I'm like, she would actually just looks like so amazing, guys. So I'm like, wow, this avatar is pretty good. And if you have money, and if you would really want to spend your money on this avatar, please do so, guys. It's really good, and she has a 3-hit multi-hit skill. Oh my god, that's pretty good, guys. And finally, the last one is the Hell's Executioner Raman. Okay, I really don't know why the developers actually put a lot of effort into making this ramen really effective, but hey, sorry, guys. I mean, like, this game is so amazing and providing us with 5-star net units, tanks, healers, stuff like that. That 3-star unit like ramen, like, they really do not make much of sense. Okay, but anyways, I think we were able to get this avatar through the event. Okay, but if you haven't got through that, that's a 749 pesos, or I would say about like, how many dollar would that be? Like $7 or $8 or something like that. Oh man, forgot. Okay, so that would be like $15 maybe. $15 maybe. Okay, so that's a lot of money for this thing, guys. I mean, like, 3-star net servant, like, come on, give me a break. Okay, So most of the avatars are pretty much like useless. Okay, there are some avatars that actually makes a lot of impact. Okay, and then like it could also help the unit to deal more damage or have a lot of like efficiency in the entire game. So that could actually be the case. So make that thing on your mind as the basis if you really want to buy that avatar or not. Okay, so this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the content of my channel. See you guys in the next video.